Good morning. I'm Dr. Lynn Doring, Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs. In a moment, the UCLA School of Nursing graduating class 2019 will enter accompanied by faculty, deans, and honored guests. We have two requests. First, please turn off or silence your electronic devices. And second, please clear the aisles and keep them clear throughout the program. We know you are very proud of your graduate today, but we ask that you please remain at your seat while taking pictures. Today's commencement is streaming live. The link is available on our website and Facebook page, and the video will be archived if you want to watch it later. Now please stand and greet our 2019 graduating class, our faculty, honored guests, and the dean. I am proud to present our doctoral candidates. They are entering down the right aisle. Please greet our master's candidates. First, the Masters of Science in Nursing Advanced Practice candidates. Entering now are Masters of Science in Nursing, Master's Entry Clinical Nurse candidates. Now, please greet our Bachelor of Science candidates as they enter down the right-hand aisle. Entering now are alumni representatives from graduating classes of 1959, 69, and 79. Finally, please greet our School of Nursing faculty, honored guests, and Dean Linda Sarna entering down the right and left aisles. Please be seated. Following the dean's welcome and keynote speech, the program directors will each introduce their degree program. One student from each program was selected to speak on behalf of their graduating class, providing their perspective on their education and the future. Following each speech, we will present the candidates from that program and confer their degrees. A faculty marshal who was selected by the students in each program will read the student's name. The name, along with the honors and accolades, will appear on the screen behind me. For our PhD students, their dissertation title will also appear. Now please stand for the Star-Spangled Banner, sung by Monette Esteban, Master's Entry Clinical Nurse.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I have to say, nurses are a very talented group of people. Good morning. Good morning, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. I am Linda Sarna, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as the Dean of the UCLA School of Nursing. Welcome to our 2019 commencement ceremonies. Commencement is the highlight of the academic year. We're so excited to be here. Anniversary. Here with you. I am now pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Kathleen Dracup. Dr. Dracup is an educator, researcher, and clinician with nearly 50 years of experience in cardiovascular nursing. She's also a dear colleague. She's recognized nationally and internationally for her investigation in the care of patients with heart disease and the effects of this disease on spouses and family members. She has tested a variety of interventions designed to reduce the emotional distress experienced by patients with heart disease and their family members, and to reduce morbidity and mortality from sudden cardiac death. She has been an influential mentor for cardiovascular nursing researchers and actually for many of our faculty for the past 3 decades. She received the Eugene Braunwald Award for academic mentorship from the American Heart Association And because of her advocacy and research, the quality of life of patients with heart disease and their families has improved dramatically. For example, she was the first nurse researcher to study the effects of incorporating families into the care of patients who are in the intensive care units. And her research resulted in changing policies related to visiting hours in ICUs across the U.S. She was a professor and held an endowed chair in the UCLA School of Nursing, the Lulu Wolf Hassenplug Endowed Chair, prior to serving as dean at the School of Nursing at the University of California, San Francisco, which was ranked #1 during her tenure. She's been recognized for her research on the treatment of patients with heart failure, including receiving the Heart Failure Society of Americans Lifetime Achievement Award. In 2014, she was named as a living legend by the American Academy of Nursing, and in 2015, she received the UCLA Award for Professional Achievement. Please join me in welcoming my dear colleague, Dr. Kathy Dracup.
Congratulations, graduates of 2019. I am so honored to be here and to share this important moment with you and your family and your friends, along with the UCLA School of Nursing faculty and staff. It's sobering for me to remember my own graduation from the master's program in 1974. And like Linda, I'll let you be quiet for a moment and do the math. I think, like many of you may feel at this moment, I experienced many conflicting feelings. I remember sitting in this same imposing room feeling truly perplexed about what my future would be. Many people asked me about my professional goals on that graduation day, but my sole motivation for going back to graduate school was to get off the night shift in the ICU. So I didn't really have an inspiring answer. The year 1974 was also the year that I met Dean Linda Sarna. We both worked as staff nurses in the UCLA Medical Center, Linda on the oncology ward in what now is the old 4 East, and me in the cardiac intensive care unit at the end of the hallway where Linda was. She had just returned from a 2-year stint working at the National Cancer Institute in Washington, D.C., and everyone thought her an amazing clinician. I was in awe and still am. My first job after graduation, I took a risk, and remembering how much I enjoyed teaching as a teaching assistant in the master's program, I applied for a faculty position at UCLA. The dean told me at the time that they were really hoping to only hire people with PhDs, but I think, driven to the wall, I got the job in August to start in September. The school had no official space on campus at that time, and so I had a small faculty office, which I shared with another faculty member, in the middle of a very busy medical surgical unit in the hospital. The School of Nursing faculty and staff, in fact, were scattered across the medical center, and with no physical space allotted to us, the chancellor, who at the time was Charles Young, was threatening to close the school. But finally, in 1976, the California legislature, in response to, yet again, a nursing shortage, granted funds for UCLA to build a nursing school. That building was completed in 1981, which was the same year I returned to the faculty with my newly minted PhD. I moved into an office in the Factor Building, an office that I had for the next 20 years before leaving for UCSF to become the dean. Over those 20 years, the school recruited many more PhD-prepared faculty, developed an even stronger master's program, started a highly successful PhD program, and dramatically increased its research portfolio. Today, we are celebrating the school's 70th birthday, as you've heard. This is a year when the number of applicants to the 50 slots in the BSN program, the program frequently targeted for closure over the first 6 decades of the school, numbered 3,236. Today, it's the most competitive undergraduate program at UCLA. So, in thinking about what I wanted to talk to you today about, I did what most of the graduates sitting here did, went to the internet. I discovered that the two most downloaded commencement speeches on the internet are the ones that Steve Jobs gave at Stanford University and the one that Conan O'Brien gave at Dartmouth. Both described their personal failures that at least temporarily crushed their spirits. Steve Jobs talked about what it felt like when he was fired by the board of directors from Apple, and Conan O'Brien talked about the disappointment and shame he felt when NBC chose Jay Leno over him to lead The Tonight Show. So, in a spirit of full disclosure, I'd like to share with you two of my professional failures that had a profound impact on my career. First, working as a nurse in the CCU, I realized, as Linda described my work, that we just didn't know how best to support patients and families, particularly those patients who probably were not going to survive the hospitalization. When I joined the clinical faculty, I decided to take this insight and submit a proposal to the National Institutes of Health to study this vulnerable group of people. The response that I received from NIH made it really clear to me that the reviewers did not think I had the knowledge and experience I needed to conduct successful clinical research. I needed a PhD, and that experience drove me back to school. And I hope it will drive some of you master's graduates back to school. I'll just wait a second for that to sink in. So I left for my doctoral study at UCSF, finished my PhD, and then returned to UCLA. 1 year following my completion of the PhD, impatient to get on with life, I applied for promotion to be an associate professor with tenure. So 1 year after I filed my PhD. What was I thinking? The committee of full professors who were charged with reviewing promotions at UCLA recommended that I not be granted tenure. Their letter clarified for me the values of the University of California and what was expected of a professor who was going to gain tenure. Excellent teaching and professional service were just assumed. The true value of UC is the scientific knowledge created by the faculty. So in my career, I've discovered that failure can be a profound experience for change. My disappointment in both these cases clarified my desire for an academic career, especially my ambition to be a productive clinical researcher. So my wish for you today, graduates, is that you take chances, you risk failure. Failures are important for growth. They can motivate and inspire us to achieve things we never thought possible. The world has changed dramatically since I graduated from college. In the 50s and 60s, when I was growing up, a survey of college students who were graduating revealed that 90% of both the men and the women anticipated being married within 3 months of graduation. Yeah. Women born in my era were trapped in a single narrative of child-rearing and housekeeping. A second narrative of fulfillment through work and intellectual accomplishment was generally denied them. Just as true, the participation in child raising was denied to men, and the responsibility and the burden of supporting families were assigned solely to the male. You all today, men and women alike, have a whole different raft of choices, both personal and professional. Today, nursing is a career with many career paths and with remarkable opportunities for intellectual fulfillment. As I reflect on my own career that has included over 50 years in nursing, working as a clinician in intensive care units, working as a nurse practitioner in a heart transplant clinic, working as a therapist in a psychiatric practice, which, by the way, was really great preparation for being a dean, working as a teacher, and finally working as a researcher leading interdisciplinary teams. I had no idea what opportunities I would be given, but I was shaped by my failures. I hope that each of you will seek opportunities and take risks to stretch and to grow in your profession. In Melinda Gates' book, The Moment of Lift, she explains her title the following way. As passengers on an airplane, we rumble down the runway, hearing the wheels of the plane on the pavement. Finally, when the forces pushing the plane up overpower the forces pushing the plane down, the moment of lift occurs. We go from wheels to wings. So for the last few years, graduates, you've been lumbering down your own runways. Courses, papers due, exams to be taken, clinical hours to be completed. But now is the moment of lift for you. With this degree from UCLA, you are officially launched. Congratulations and best wishes.
Hello, I'm Dr. Wendy Robbins, Doctoral Program Director. The PhD program is the culmination of several years of rigorous studies. A Doctor of Philosophy degree is the highest academic degree anyone can earn. Less than 1% of the population attains the degree. Society shows respect for a person who holds a PhD by addressing them with the title of doctor. The PhD program in nursing provides the theoretical and scientific foundation for nursing care and focuses on the development of new knowledge related to nursing practice. In order to receive a PhD, students must complete an original research project and written dissertation. Today, representing the PhD program is Anju An.
Thank you for joining us in this momentous occasion. And a special thank you to our family and friends for making the sacrifices with us so we could be here. Fellow PhD candidates, let out a big sigh. We did it. Be proud of your accomplishments. Before I begin, we would like to thank and acknowledge those people who helped us and supported us through this long journey, and at times difficult, for without them, we would not be here. Our advisors, mentors, committee members, faculty, and especially to our dissertation chairs. We thank you for your commitment and dedication for supporting us in this long journey. And in this progress, we also learned the true meaning of delayed gratification. We are nurses now with the highest degree that can shape our nursing practice and our profession. It is in our hands and minds to do great things to better the lives of many people. All of us in this program spent many countless hours reading through hundreds and hundreds of articles, working on our research and writing and more writing. And after our third cup of coffee, we might have asked ourselves, what have we gotten ourselves into? And the answer comes back as to why we chose nursing in the first place. Our passion for helping others. Would you agree? At one point in my program, I was going through some difficult time with my research. I came into my chair's office and said sternly, I'm about to blow a gasket. I originally wrote casket. So this is not my, English is my second language. So I proceeded to explain and share my frustration, and his reply was, Unju, no one cares about your research, except for you. What? I was taken back by what he said at first, but I realized then that it's my responsibility as a researcher to communicate as to why my research is worth doing and funding. And all nurses out there could probably relate to this. How many times do we advocate for our patients? Well, it's no different now. Our research is our vessel to help and guide a whole population. How powerful and empowering is that? So I call upon my fellow PhD colleagues. We are now poised and have the knowledge to do great work. Let us expand our wings and make a lasting impact in the lives we serve. Thank you.
Wow, that was great. Thank you. Dr. Janet Mendez will now introduce the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree. The chair of each student's dissertation committee will participate in their hooding.
Anju An, Chair, Paul Macy. You go. Pam. Takesha M. Thomas, Chair, Felicia Hodge. Sandra Dewar, Chair, Highbury Peters. Kristin Woodward Dixon, Chair, who's our chair? Lynn Doring. I know, Arnita. Arnita Rochelle Finney Beverly. Chair, Barbara Bates Jensen. Angela T. Williams, Chair, Barbara Bates Jensen. Adrienne Carrol Martinez. Chair, Mary Sue Heileman. Judy Lynn McKelvey. Chair, Lynn Doring. Isn't there one more that's coming? No? Is that it? Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy please rise? Will the chairs of the dissertation committees please rise? Will the committee members of the dissertations please rise? Will the faculty please rise? Do the members of the faculty agree that each of these Doctor of Philosophy candidates standing before you have met and fulfilled all of the requirements to be recognized to hold the highest academic degree in the world, the Doctor of Philosophy degree in nursing science? Please signify your degree endorsement by saying a resounding yes. Yes. Okay. Then, by the powers vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I bestow upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree and all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, doctors. Okay, you may now be seated. Next are the candidates for Master of Science in Nursing. Dr. Mary Cadigan will present the Master of Science Advanced Practice Nurse candidates, and Dr. Anita Braylock will introduce the Master's Entry into Clinical Nursing candidates. Following both groups, I will confer the Master of Science degree.
And now, for the Master of Science in Nursing Advanced Practice Program. Graduates of this program are practicing registered nurses who return to school to obtain the education and credentials required to engage in advanced practice nursing, including the roles of nurse practitioner and clinical nurse specialist, with emphasis on a specialty population of interest. The advanced practice nursing role extends beyond the traditional role of registered nurse to include diagnosis, assessment, and formulation of treatment plans, as well as management and leadership. The class has chosen Elvira Rodriguez as their speaker to represent the advanced practice candidates. Elvira?
Thank you. To our distinguished guest speaker, Dr. Kathleen Drake, Dean Sarna, professors, students, families, and visitors, good morning to all of you. Thank you for being here in our graduation. Everybody took their time to come here and celebrate with us. Get picture, look smart, look pretty. Thank you. Have you guys ever been in love? Yes, no? So remember during that time, you have fluttering in your heart, you are scared, always checking your phone. Yeah. That is how it was when we entered the program, right? Yeah. We fell in love with the UCLA APRN program. Your heart is fluttering when you enter the room. You were like, oh, I do not know what to do here. Why am I here? All these questions we had when we started. Now, we are here to the point we are going to say, yes, I think I'm going to marry this APRN program. Or, I think I'm going to break up because I had enough. I think we are all going to marry this program because we are here and all of us proposed because we are graduating, right? Therefore, the next step is how are we going to deal with the APRN husband and wife that we ended up marrying? When we graduate and go out there and get married to this profession, let us all do our best. I know we will be able to do it, and I want you all to be encouraged. I am speaking today not to give fear, discouragement, or discuss our failures, but instead to offer encouragement that we are all going to be okay. We are going to be good because we are from UCLA and we are Bruins. Yeah. We got this. And IUmans that we had, the comps that we finished, every little paper that we wrote, and sorry, Yankee, making us write 15, 30 pages of paper. We did it. We trained very hard, and we will all be able to practice as a good APRN. We will be able to make names for ourselves. And I believe one day that one of us here will be prominent somewhere, and we will say, that was my classmate. Yeah, let us go out there in the world and let's get ourselves known as the best APRN that we are, either as adult gero, family practice, acute care, peds, and let us not forget the occupational health. There is occupational health. We are all going to make a difference in our patients. We are here to take care of them and make them better and always ingrain that in our hearts. And before I end, let us all glance and give a big thank you to our cohorts, to our professors, and School of Nursing staff members, our families, and friends for sharing this incredible journey with us. Let us acknowledge that without them, we will not be here today. And finally, let us thank the Lord God Almighty, the name that we call every time we hit that submit button to turn it in. Thank you.
Thank you, Elvira. This year, we have individual faculty introducing students in their clinical specialty. First will be Teresa Brown, introducing the adult gerontology acute care nurse practitioners and clinical nurse specialists. Woo! Then Yankee Markham will introduce the adult gerontology primary care nurse practitioners. Jan Fredrickson will introduce the pediatric nurse practitioners and clinical nurse specialists. And Dr. Maria Elena Reese will introduce the family practice nurse practitioners. Students will proceed in alphabetical order according to their specialty area. Some students have completed requirements for both nurse practitioner and clinical nurse specialist, and some nurse practitioner students completed additional coursework and clinical training in the area of occupational and environmental health. It is now my honor to present to you the Advanced Practice Nursing Master's candidates.
Karina Vanessa Acevedo. Savea Alm. Alexandria Rebecca Boris. Pia Castillo. Elaine Cervantes. Rona Encabo Cortez. Natasha Gomez Cueto. Maria Christine U. D'Austria. Andrea Marie DeFelice. Laura Michelle Flores. Samriti Gautam. Olga Heinemann. Meredith Joy Hoekstra. Catherine Insun Wong. Lena Kayette. Fernanda Montione Ibarra. Sandra Yvette Ortiz. Mira Patel. Oksana Petrick. Jillian Ann Polanchak. Matthew Powley. Monet Andrea Kwan. Manjeet Kaur Rai. Shayna Elizabeth Reitzenstein. Deborah Siame. Jacqueline Ann Sisto. Raquel R.T. Thieling. Justine Felice Villandria. Joanne Lanyu Yang. Alexandria Zaitseva. Presenting the Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner and Clinical Nurse Specialist, Chloe Youngha Kang. Grace Madagral Lomibao.
Good morning. My name is Young-Ki Markham, and I am very privileged to present to you the candidates of adult gerontology, primary care, nurse practitioner, and also adult gerontology, primary care, occupational health nurse practitioners. Yasamin Bani Hashemi. Nicole Ann Brooker. Krista Cardenas. Ashley Lynn Cochran. Nang Nu Dong. Merita Christina Ellison. Tanya Maria Gumby. Elizabeth Adoma Jimphy. William Jonah Moore. Marisa Jane Nelson. Elsa Pinata. Elvira Dimalata Rodriguez. Jolene Andrea Rodriguez. Congratulations. Proud of you. Elizabeth Salazar. Radha Samtani. Nicole Tabieros Semana. Genevieve Abania Veneracion. Congratulations. Nicholas Von Boswinkle. Victoria Bonifacio E.
My name is Jan Frederickson, and it's my honor to present the pediatric nurse practitioner and dual pediatric nurse practitioner and clinical nurse specialist candidates. Valeria Amazola. Rebecca Ann Audi. Lizelle Ann Bobilla Bautista. Zoila Dancel. Justine Ashley Escano. Treaty Trish Farazadi. Tanya Renee Giddish. Whoa, I'll slow down. Just wait a minute. I'm gonna wait a minute. Michelle Marie McIninch. Mary Beth McAvoy. Lauren Nicole North. Long Tran. These are the candidates for dual pediatric nurse practitioner and clinical nurse specialist. Amber Louise Goglanian. Susanna Hope Katabjan. Erin Lee Lowerhouse. Maureen Monroy Nelson.
Buenos dias. I'm Dr. Maria Elena Rees. Thank you. Since Spanish is my first language, please excuse me if I mispronounce some of these beautiful names, but I am here to announce the family nurse practitioner candidates. First, Natalie Lina Angulo. Bonnie Janelle Baiva. Callie Christine Burke. Cecilia Bernadette Boveda. Karen Castellano. Connie Chung. Dana Jean Connolly. Nicole First. Anna Gallagher. Kang Gao. Casey Guevara. Iliana Dominguez. Vanessa Gutierrez. Mark William Skipper. Katrina Michelle Hernandez. Julianne Marie Humason. Pauline Therese Herdeliza. Nahid Karimi. Leslie Rebecca Killian. Sun Hyung Kim. Sherry M. Lamb. Yuna Lee. Daisy A. Lopez. Jojo L. Luna. Elizabeth Martinez. Zadie Mendoza. Guadalupe Ornelas. Jarek Kiyang Padilla Fu. Alisa Palanjan. Janine Michelle Raffaniello. Samantha Ramirez. Libby Rodriguez. Rachel Lynn Schultz. Sean Tresta. Stephen Manuel Tamba. David Tai. Michelle Rojas Tron. Alexandria Therese Villanueva. Susan Huang. Shelley Marie Williams. Stephen Yang. Thank you.
Just a reminder, the Master of Science in Nursing Master's Entry to Clinical Nursing candidates will be introduced before Dr. Sarna confers the MSN degree. Graduates of our Master's Entry Clinical Nurse or MECN program come to nursing after completing a bachelor's degree in another discipline and bring diversity and life experience to their developing nursing practice. In addition to a master's degree and RN licensure, our MECN graduates are eligible for clinical nurse leader certification reflecting their unique understanding of policy and systems issues that have an impact on patient outcomes, particularly in today's healthcare environment. Our next speaker, representing the Master's Entry Clinical Nurse cohort and chosen by his class, is Lucas Smith.
That's a lot of people out there. All right. Good day, good morning to our beautiful audience, our prodigious faculty, phenomenal staff, but mostly a great morning to the MECN class of 2019. We're here. Encouraged by some of our cohort, I'll ask you to take a moment with us and recognize the loved ones today who could not be here. For those of us who have lost special relationships before and during the program, their lives and spirits are honored by this accomplishment. So please join us in taking 5 seconds of silence to cherish their beauty. Thank you. Now, with that done, it seemed so fitting to end this program with one final care plan. For everybody in the audience, care plans are the 20-page novels that we were spending entire weekends constructing about a year ago. I'm sure you remember us discussing them with you. So here we go, the last care plan of our nursing school lives. From when we arrived on the UCLA campus 21 short months ago, the nursing diagnoses, a knowledge deficit, related to the beginning of nursing school, as evidenced by 2 incredible years of hard work, dedication, and far below the recommended amount of sleep. The objective assessment. There was a flurry of quarters with a seemingly endless supply of quizzes, projects, Kaplans, clinical rotations, and very, very steep learning curves, i.e. table of evidence. And who can forget about OSCEs? All of the OSCEs. Some of us got engaged during the program. Some of us got married. Some of us worked with babies, and one of us had a baby. The subjective assessments. We began this school year with, "How are you doing?" Responded with a, "I'm great, how are you?" And somewhere during the middle of the program went more like, "My God, is the quarter over yet?" Followed either by tears, blank stares, nervous laughter, or just the sounds of slumber, Robert Bang. And thus the scientific explanation for all of these reactions. I mean, guys, we just completed an accelerated nursing program from a top university. That's right. We mastered clinical skills, implemented quality improvement projects, conducted graduate-level research, finished 300 hours of immersion experience, and became the next generation of quality healthcare professionals. That is why we are tired. The planning process, my goodness, was their planning. For some more than others, but I believe we are all guilty of saying, "Wait, was that due today?" Ultimately, we've all been planning a long time for this day to step into our desired roles as nurses. Some will head to the ER, some to pediatrics, some will even go out of state. But my first bit of encouragement is to never stop planning, to never stop learning, to never stop moving forward. The interventions for all of this, for our condition, the very much needed interventions, included Megan's perky Facebook posts, Ethan's grade calculators, Roxette's infectious laugh. There it is. I wrote that down because it was going to happen. Benjamin's consistent class advocacy, motherly hugs from Soraya, Leah, and Mama Rhonda. So glad you're here. Dean's genuine compliments, David's endless supply of hats, Professor Dimmon's mindful meditation, and Deborah's incredible Halloween outfits. More substantially, these interventions consisted of the incredible support systems of friends and family, late night, sometimes all-night study groups, post-exam celebrations at Cafe Ralph's, immense amounts of caffeine, beach outings, birthday parties, and I'm told lots and lots of Cabo. The rationale for all of this is because although we may have graduated with individual grades and diplomas, we really graduated this program together. Nursing school for us echoed the poem of John Donne that no person is an island entire of itself. Every person is a piece of the continent, a part of the main. That is my second tidbit of advice, to continue to be aware of and foster the need for community. Thank you for being an amazing cohort and an amazing community. And finally, our evaluation. Well, we're here. We did it. Let that truly sink in. We set out to become nurses, an incredible task anywhere. But we chose also to achieve this at one of the most challenging and rewarding universities here at UCLA. And today we stand to receive the fruits of our labor, surrounded by those that have helped to plant that inspiration and sustain our motivation. My final piece of advice is to remember that fruit is meant to be enjoyed. We have graduated, one step closer to our dreams, but don't forget to stop, take a breath, observe what we are feeling, and enjoy the process of our work. So with all of our nursing school histories reviewed, I can proudly say that our objective has been met. Thank you, and congratulations to the Meccan class of 2019.
Thank you, Lucas. Barbara Denman has been selected by the students to introduce the candidates. It is now my honor to present to you the Meccan Master of Science in Nursing candidates.
Yeah. Good job.
Lindsay Ellen Armstrong. Thank you. Robert Tuong Bang. Jasmine Carino Bernabe. Felicia Marie Cage. Areli Castanon. Lena Cheetgar. Sumi Chu. Benjamin Peter Chopa. Joy Eva Collins. Shayla Ray Consola. Jasmine Cruz. Vivian Dang. Julie Michelle Daniels. Is that better? Yay. Vita DiPolito. Matthew Doe. Dylan James Dontonville. Monette Marie Esteban. Dean William Forster. Melissa Isabel Galvan. Christopher Javier Garcia. Annette Gonzalez. Kelly Ann Hickey. Ethan Alexander Konigstein. Christy Kopersky. Nice I know. Matthew Ryan Landeros. Tanisha Macklin Leathers. Christine Leparulo. Joshua Edu Makadangdang. Samane Etamadi Maleki. Rolando Marcos. Stephanie Latrice McDaniel. Robin Marie Mertens. Leah Ellen Miller. Heather Elizabeth Mons. Duen Nguyen. Lauren Nguyen.
My privilege.
Amanda Megan Paragas. Alana Kristen Parker. Isabel Pastor. Allison Marie Perez. Deborah Michelle Perkins. Yekta Pish Namaz. Catherine Melissa Polanco. Yeah. Tracy Sinclair Ramirez. Astrid Reynosa. Margarita Robles. Savannah Rose Rogers. Denise Alejandra Romero. Griselda Romero. Jeanette Saucedo. Soraya Setari. Lucas Scott Smith. Grace Lee Song. Yay. Allison Rivers Steinbaum. Mitchell Stern. Chuck Tan. Kathleen Louise Tikhanoff. Marco Tigas. Nadire. Virna Nadire Vigil Romero. Alexander Jose Villaba. Mary Lou Teresa Villanueva. Shelby Alexandra Wakeman. Sophie Raquel Weingarten. Megan Elizabeth Westland. Samantha Wilkin. Sabrina Samantha Yep. Gloria J. Young. Sarah Yuen. Stephanie Zarate. David Raul Zelaya. Roxette Leslie Zepeda.
All right. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Nursing degree, both Advanced Practice Nursing and Meccan, please rise? Will the faculty please rise? By the powers vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I bestow upon all of you the Master of Science in Nursing degree and all the rights and privileges thereof. Congratulations, graduates. Okay. You may now be seated. Dr. Braylock will present the bachelor's students.
It is now my pleasure to present to you the 2019 Bachelor of Science degree candidates. Completing a rigorous science-based curriculum and a scholarly capstone project, graduates of our BS program are now ready to sit for RN licensure and will soon be providing direct nursing care to patients in settings ranging from the ICU to community clinics. Our speaker is Regina Marie Kabamban.
Not gonna lie, feel a little woozy up here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the faculty, staff, family, and friends. We all wouldn't be sitting here without all of you today. So graduates, I can imagine your morning went a little something like this. You got up, stretched, hopefully you did your little mindfulness exercise, and then you looked in the mirror and you thought, oh my gosh, that's me. I'm graduating today and I look so tired. When did those eye bags get there? They're each like a liter of NS for sure. But hey, embrace those eye bags. They are a testament to the hundreds of clinical hours and countless nights you poured over notes that eventually propelled you into those seats, sitting packed like little sardines, shoulder to shoulder with the most brilliant nurses of tomorrow. Look at you. You've learned so much along this journey. Let's take a trip down memory lane and look at some lessons from 3 specific places: clinical, class, and each other. First, through clinical, you learn to blossom into the strong and confident individual you are today. Think back to the first time you tried to walk into a patient room, timid and unsure if there's even anything you can do for them. But now you bust in there and you're like, knock, knock, hand hygiene. Hello, I'm going to be your nurse today. Let me just juggle all these tasks. whilst prioritizing maintaining patient safety, and I'll do it all with a genuine warm smile. That's amazing. Second, through class, you learn to cultivate this intuitive nursing mind. You know disease processes frontwards and backwards. Maybe you might self-diagnose yourself like every other day, but it comes with the territory. You know how to look at someone, do an assessment, and piece all the clues together like a detective to figure out what's going on. But most importantly, you know how to step into people's most difficult days and make a difference. And lastly, through each other, you learn to be a team player. You learn to be dependable and how to count on your people. Always count on your people, whether it just be a dressing change in room 8 or to pull you through the hard times of life. This is the most pervasive lesson I learned here at the UCLA School of Nursing, how to band together and get things done. These 40-something people and the most active group chat of all time hauled me through the toughest classes and kept me laughing even when the weight of nursing school was almost too much. So to all of you, my fellow graduates, my team I can always count on, thank you for this invaluable opportunity to struggle and flourish alongside you. And congratulations, let's celebrate. You are young and fiery and brilliant and graduating, and you are finally done with this BS. And BS with a major in nursing. Thank you.
Thank you, Regina. Faculty member Barbara Bates Jensen has been selected by the undergraduate students to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree. Will the candidates please come forward?
It's a pleasure and an honor to read the names of this remarkable BS class to you today.
Good morning. I'll be handing you the folder, and then I'll get it back.
Kristin Rose Allegan. Andrew Paquin Almassen. Daryl Aaron. Regina Marie Hernandez Cabanban. Carla Janeth Cabezas. Ann Chen. Tiffany Chim. Jason Chin. Rebecca Choi. Constance Victoria Quello. Jillian Marie Ferreri. Madison Elizabeth Fisher. Catherine Elizabeth Godlewski. Cassidy Jade Hero. Nahir Ledesma. Jay Lee. Mary Lee. Jamie Rebecca McDonald. Monica Cecilia Malik. Haley Marie Leach Marquez. Megan Lenice Mark. May Young Manow. Caroline Alexandra Moshos. Diana Nicole O'Toole. Rebecca Park. Ann Hun Bon. Diana Yanet Pliego. China Parado. Matthew Alexander Riken. Carla Rodriguez. Rachel Pauline Ronzano. Paola Geraldine Rubio Rodriguez. So happy. Israele Salgado. Carla Marie Bethan Santos. John Cecil Tante. Yvonne Tran. Abase Trujillo. Melissa Abigail Urbina. Perla Vidari. Kimberly Carrol Wazak. Devin Whitlock. Jenny Rose Winsper. Martina Wong. Philip Wong.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please rise? But please do not turn your tassel until I tell you to do so. Will the faculty please rise? In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree turns the tassel of his or her mortarboard on the right side of the cap. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins a select company. By the powers vested in me by the regents of the University of California, I bestow upon you the Bachelor of Science degree and all the rights and privileges thereof. Now, in recognition of your new status, bachelors, turn your tassels. Congratulations. Good. Okay, now you can sit down. At this milestone in your nursing career, you have the opportunity to reaffirm your commitment to quality care for those receiving your services by reading the International Pledge for Nurses. This pledge is printed on the inside back of the commemorative program. I have asked Dr. Deborah Cognac-Griffin, our Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, to lead us in this pledge. Deborah, there you are.
Will the graduates and faculty please rise? Nursing graduates and faculty, please join with me in reading the International Pledge for Nurses. Those of you in the audience who are nurses also are welcome to stand and reaffirm your commitment to the nursing discipline. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refrain from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Ethics applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse. You may be seated.
Now for one more UCLA commencement tradition. If there is one thing that Bruins, aspiring Bruins, and Bruin lovers know, it's the 8 clap. A UCLA event would not be complete without it, and we'd like to introduce Darrell Aran, who graduated today from our Bachelor of Science program, to lead us in the traditional UCLA 8 clap.
Thank you, everyone, for coming to the UCLA School of Nursing 2019 commencement. So, I want to give everyone one last UCLA crash course on the 8 clap before we get started. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to count to 8. And after I say 8, we're all going to put our right hand up and say "you" and clap 3 times. And then with our left hand, we'll say "C" and clap again. LA. And then without clapping, we'll say UCLA, and with your right arm only, fight, fight, fight. Are you guys ready? All right, stand up, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Okay.
Thank you. Now I want to recognize all who have helped these graduates achieve their goals. Will the spouses and significant others please rise? Will the parents and grandparents please rise? Will the children please rise? Will all the other relatives and friends please rise? Will the members of the School of Nursing administration, faculty, staff, and honored guests please rise? All of us thank all of you. Please be seated. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Best wishes to the new degree holders. I also want to thank our university organist, John West. He was terrific for participating in the program. And I want to wish a very happy Father's Day to many of you in the audience for tomorrow. We ask the audience to remain at your seats during the recessional. There will be more photo opportunities, don't worry. New graduates, please follow the faculty all the way out of the building and into the quad to allow room for your family and friends. Congratulations.